An Elementary Student's Guide to Uniqueness. It was 2008 at my elementary school, Bethune Academy, and the week before Christmas break. My English teacher gave us a prompt which said, "It is Christmas Eve, and a child is in bed. They hear a noise in the living room and decide to investigate. Continue from here." These essays let me express my creativity, but it was a little strange this time. The mind of what I would call a cold-blooded, loving child came up with the following narrative. The kid goes to investigate the noise and is picked up by a fireman and brought outside. The next day, the fireman tells the child that his parents are dead and that he needs to pick a relative to stay with. The kid insists that he should stay with the fireman. The fireman had gone through a similar tragedy as a child and was able to help the kid. They grew close to the point where the kid wanted to be adopted by the fireman. My conscience thought this was the best narrative I had ever thought of and written. Coming back from Christmas break, I realized that my work was not on the bulletin board where it normally is, so I started reading the papers that were on there, and they were all about meeting Santa. My initial thoughts consisted of what grade did I get? Why would people write about a fictional character? But I was sure mine was unique, so that was a good thing, right? When she called my name to talk about the narrative, I felt a mix between respect and fear, nothing like I'd ever felt before. Going up there, she criticized my story for being wrong and not what a fourth grader was supposed to write about. I had no response, but its effects on me would be unimaginable, but unique. 9 years have passed now, and I can still hear the fourth grade me telling me how I should form myself as a person. The best way to understand this is to see how my identity changed before, during, after, and how it is now. Before the event, the basics of pre-fourth grade me was that I was supposed to be unique. I should approach the world in a confident way. That's just how I was raised. During the event, the questions that came up about my identity addressed these expectations that were placed on me. These consisted of things along the lines of what is expected of me, and is being unique bad, but also why did the rules I thought I knew change all of a sudden? After the event, fourth grade me thought that to accomplish goals I must do it in the way I was expected, nothing unique or special. Altogether, I identified as pretty much a wet piece of clay that needed to be shaped by the expectations of others for how I would be used and what I would become. Now 9 years later, when my identity is converting back to pre-fourth grade me, even though you can see how the literary experience took a toll on me, the world is no longer open to anything, but you do have influence. Your expectations of yourself matter, not just everyone else's. But education as foundation is still corrupted for me and drives me to cleanse it in any way I can. The world works in mysterious ways, but to anyone going through the trials inside of primary education, I advise you to take these words on screen to heart. This also goes for anyone who just wants to see how literacy can affect you as a person. Thank you.